Good afternoon and welcome to the Andrew College Digital Network. This is Rudy Radiger, and we're getting ready to go here from the Hord Athletic Complex. The two teams are getting ready to go out, the starting 11s. So we're getting ready to kick off things for the third and final game of the second day of the Kickoff Classic. I'm Rudy Radiger. This is the Andrew College Digital Network, and it is Andrew College taking on Broward College today. We'll get back with the starting lineups from us in just a moment, but welcome everyone. Welcome back here to Andrew College, the Digital Network. This is Rudy Radiger, just going over those starting 11 for Broward. In goal, as you can see there, is number 1, and we will keep you up to date as we go along the match. But there's your starting 11 for Broward College, easy for me to say. And for Andrew College, the home team here, playing in their first game on the women's side for this Kickoff Classic, their season opener today. 0-0 on the season is Coach Harbinson's team, and in goal is a freshman Raquel Haas, Katarina Yebrin, followed by Hannah Stanley, Rachel Bogue, Elise Maynard, Kayla Kiefer, Yaya Burney, Sydney Hoiberg, Sarah, Maddie Woodcock, Tessa Bates, and Carly Kalella. That's your starting 11 for the Fighting Tigers. Again, welcome. This is Rudy Radiger, and this is the Andrew College Digital Network's broadcast of the 2015 Kickoff Classic from Hord Field. And again, welcome back here. It's almost kickoff here, and we're joined by Sadie Springer on the microphone here for the first part of the game. Sadie, part of the women's team, and been dealing with some injury stuff, and get to sit out the first game of the year, but be live on the air.
It's been a great preseason for us. I have to say the ladies here at Andrew College have worked hard in order to be prepped for this game and have been pumped talking about this whole weekend, going to bed early, putting in hard work at practice. They are most definitely ready for this game today and ready to put in the work.
And it's always, as we've seen it in the other games that have taken place, some teams are really prepared. Some teams are just still struggling with that opening season jitters. The fluidity's not there, and the chemistry's not there. And something that'll be interesting to watch for Broward. First-year head coach Mike Goodrich taking over the program and trying to set a culture in Broward where Coach Harbinson, in his third season, has got things rolling here. And we're off underway. Andrew College in all yellow, Broward in all blue. And Woodcock chasing, and it'll be out of play for a throw-in to Broward College.
Talking about chemistry and all, Andrew College, we are a 2-year college, and coming from having 8 or 9 sophomores here and a big group of freshmen, we have good chemistry. We've learned to work well with each other just in these 2 weeks of preseason.
And here's a chance for Bogue, and she loses that. Kiefer going to win it back to Maynard from Tennessee. Over to Bogue. She's one of those Florida girls. You got several of them on the roster. And another Tennessee girl plays that out wide to Yaya Burney, to Kiefer. Kiefer looking and just missing it a little bit there. Looking for Sydney Hoiberg up top. And they'll come all the way back for Iberin. And now Raquel Haas. You can talk a little bit about the success of the goalkeepers last year for Andrew College.
We had a great goalkeeper who put in a lot of hard work in the goal, and we had an awesome training coach named Carlos who came, and unfortunately she could only stay with the season with us, but she ended up going to USF and is actually doing pretty good, as I hear.
Yep, one of those players to transfer on, move on to a 4-year school on the men's side. Joseph Ferguson playing in his first game tonight for the University of Cumberlands, and Eli Cummings on the men's side also played yesterday in the season opener, falling to SCAD Savannah, one of the top-ranked NAI schools. So, former Tigers now moving on to 4-year levels. But here's Broward trying to play it up the line, and it's out for a throw-in, missed kick by Trejo. So you can see right away Broward very organized, communicating well, and they're going to deal with this heat a little bit better than the northern teams, I think, did. And here's a turn. Coming into play is Steinberg, and she's going to slip it through, looking for Janison. Janison's ball is cleared away by Stanley. She's a fan favorite. And if you want to let us know you're tuning in wherever you may be around the world, we had some people across the pond earlier in the day giving us some conversation and some shout-outs. You can do it at Rude Sports. That's on Twitter. That's RUUD Sports on Twitter, and let us know you're watching. And Raquel Haas is there to cover, and it's then played off of her own teammate by Liberty Bott, the freshman. So that's out of play for no danger. But a little scary time for Coach Harbinson's ladies there, as Haas was up in the air acrobatically to try and cover. And she's going to play that one, a booming one, looking for Hoiberg. And 2 Broward players collide to win it. And it'll come back to Cindy Parentu.
I have to say so far in the game that the ladies have really brought the level up and showing that they're not going to make this an easy goal if they can. They want to get Andrew wants to get us in the back of the net.
Yeah, it's, a year ago the Fighting Tigers really made a big step forward in competing in Region 17 play of the NJCAA and finished 3rd after not just being honest, not winning the game in region play for about a decade. So a big improvement, and after you make one step forward, it's always about improving every year, and that's what Coach Harbinson's looking at, and looking on moving these sophomores along to 4-year schools. Big throw in there, picked up by Kiefer, trying to go outside. And so that'll be a throw in by Burney on the far side. Big throw looking for Hoiberg, but it'll be picked up by Kiefer. Slipping it over, looking for Bogue. And it'll be played out rather direct, looking for, looks like it's going to be a Jessie battle. Looks like she's going to try and use her pace, but it's cleaned up by Tessa Bates. Transfer, one of the transfers on the team, transferring in, doing the 4-2-4 move. And Yibberin playing it, looking for Hoiberg. She's in, but can't get the touch. Comes off of her hard at the top of the box and collected by the goalkeeper. Hoiberg taking one right off the schnoz. And she's up and making sure the hair's looking all right, though. Collected by Maynard. We'll square it out far side in. Looking for Bernie up the line, and it'll go out of play. Carly Colella trying to find Bernie up the line, and it'll be a throw in to Broward. Be taken by Stephanie Cabrera. Good crowd out here today for all three games, even though we've had teams from faraway places as Spartanburg, South Carolina, with Spartanburg Methodist, who came in number 18 in the NJCA women's preseason poll. They fell to a heavy defeat to number 6 Darton State College, 8-0 in the game that preceded this. Cleared away by Stanley, and it'll be a Broward throw-in. Taken there by Trejo. Throws it in, and Maynard trying to win the tackle, and it'll be Bates playing it to now Bogue with it. Bogue trying to find Hoiberg and just avoiding the freshman's touch. Bernie looks at it, intercepts. Yaya Bernie with the little cheeky nutmeg, looking at Bogue, trying to make the run. It's intercepted by Trejo. And a foul then between Hoiberg and Bogue, taking out Trejo. Gonna be a free kick. 38 minutes just about remaining in the first half here. If you're joining us, got a little late start here. It's been a hot and toasty one in southwest Georgia here in Cuthbert. So we've had a few extra weather delays, but not because of lightning or rain, but for heat. It feels right now, time of match, feels like 104 degrees and about 52% humidity, so not the most comfortable day to play in. Last night was a warm one, but not as hot as the ball's played out wide, and it's going to be 10 versus 10 as Jones will beat Bernie to the ball. And back to Jones, and Bernie trying to get the best of her and get it to Hoiberg. Now to Bernie, and back to Hoiberg. Build-up play here coming from Andrew College. And Kiefer looking for Bogue, and it's deflected, and now a little stretch are the Fighting Tigers. Diagonal ball, and well played by the freshman Carly Colella to put it out of play.
As you can see so far, both teams are very composed and very relaxed and skilled on the ball. They are both working out of the back and just working as hard as they can, honestly, to get towards the goal.
I want to say hello to Joe Stanley, watching from England and enjoying the action so far. She says, "Go Tigers." If you can let us know you're watching, use the Twitter handle Rude Sports. That's RUUD Sports. As here comes Broward up the sideline, swinging the ball in towards the middle and over the head of Bates. And danger avoided by Colella's clearance, but Trejo will pick it up. And now Yibberin out wide to Woodcock. Woodcock cuts inside, now back, looking forward, and her pass is intercepted and smashed off of Woodcock, out of play for a throw-in for Mason Hill. Hill takes a throw-in, and little flick on is picked up by Broward. And Bogue putting pressure there. Now Stanley wins the ball and plays it forward, only to be intercepted and won by Broward. Slipping the ball through, looking for battle. Stanley's there, the cover, plays it off of Battle, and still in play. And now out for a throw into Andrew College. If you found the video link through our YouTube channel, the Andrew College Digital Network, make sure you check out the new athletic website. That's andrewfightingtigers.com. andrewfightingtigers.com. It'll be won by Kiefer. Into Hoiberg. Lays it off to Bogue. Bogue looks at Bernie. Slip ball in between. Bernie's got pace. Goalkeeper comes out. Bernie touches pass. Bernie goes down in a heap. And it'll be Broward playing it out of trouble. But Bernie showing what made her one of the top scorers in Region 17 last year. And Maynard playing it forward for Woodcock. And that'll just run out of past her. And for a Broward throw-in. So about 10 minutes in, throw-in taken, and bounces off of Broward's Liberty bot for a throw-in to be taken by Yibberin. Hoiberg laying it off to Kiefer, and Kiefer trying to get in behind, and now sending Broward back into their own defensive third. Woodcock tackle and losing the ball for a second. Yibberin will win it and plays it back to Stanley. And Yibberin and Stanley sees that one go out. Taken, throw in, slipped around by Mason Hill around the back to Cindy Parentu. Good stretches of possession by both teams here early, as Broward loses that one, picked up by Bernie after winning the ball, and she'll look to play Bogue and just intercepted easily by Broward. And another giveaway as this one goes out of play off of Kalella. And that one's going to be intercepted, but the layoff by Andrew College's target, Sydney Hoiberg, is intercepted, and now Elise Maynard trying to win it back. Bates steps in, but doesn't win it, and a long-range shot is well off the mark and well high. High, wide, and wanting. So goal kick here for Raquel Haas, wearing 23 in net for Andrew College. Trotter Cecilia says, watching from Coconut Creek, Florida, and go Tigers. And here come the Tigers with Bogue turning in midfield, having Woodcock wide. Woodcock's touch gives it off to Trejo, and Trejo will take the throw after Woodcock's tackle sends it out of play. Throw in taken, and Woodcock is the only one over for the Fighting Tigers. It's going to be sent over into space, but Stanley's there to collect it, and Woodcock lays it off into no one. Kalella looking for help. We'll play it back to Haas, and Haas will take a touch under pressure. Will drive that one forward, but picked up by 10, Jones, and Jones will swing it around to Malpica. Malpica dancing past Bogue, and then sliding it out wide for Jones again.
We'd like to give a shout out to Alex Garrett 8. She says, let's go Maddie Woodcock, we love you, and go Tigers.
And here's Woodcock picking the ball up after that flicked header was danger against the Tigers. And she'll slip it forward for Bogue. Bogue looking forward for Hoiberg, and played out, and it will be Broward throw in. Looked like it was knocked away by Hill, but she got a piece of it off of Hoiberg, and she wins that one into space. Maynard picking it up, and will play it out wide to Kalella. Colella, slip ball, looking into the pace for Bernie. Bernie wins off the tackle, shoots from distance, and whistles past the back post out for a goal kick, which gets the crowd, this home bias crowd, excited. So clock ticking down to 30 minutes remaining here in the first half. And the scoreboard, if you do see it there, it is not 97-7. Just to make that clear, Stanley misplaying it, and here comes Battle. Pacey Battle sends it towards Haas, and an easy collection for the freshman goalkeeper. There's Colella. And she'll ping a ball forward into space, and we'll trade goalkeeper to goalkeeper, basically, to be collected by Ponsilon. And Broward center back coming forward, and Parentu won by Yibrin, but then given up. Malpica giving it off to Steinberg, and Steinberg over the top, looking for Bott, covered by Yibrin, and that ball comes in, collected by Haas. Haas will look to take the punt, drives this one towards Hoiberg, and Hoiberg, like right now, struggling, not getting help there, as Hill is just having the time of her life winning those kind of punts. And that's going to be picked up by Woodcock on the missed touch from Steinberg. Woodcock cuts her back in, cuts into the middle, tries to play it. It'll bounce to Bogue though, and Bogue loses it to Malpica. And that'll come out wide to Trejo, and that goes out of play for a throw-in to be taken by Maddie Woodcock. Up towards Kiefer, taken. Cuts the ball and picked up and sent away. But it'll come right back to Stanley. Over to Yibrin. Yibrin's header comes to Maynard. And Stanley's one time trying to lay it off to Woodcock goes out of play. So it'll be a throw-in for Broward. Trejo to take the throw here. And the layoff. And still battling, and now under control by Battle. Battle tries to slip in the run. Misplayed by Stanley. Haas is there to collect. Jansen not taking advantage of Stanley's misplay there. And Haas's punt this time more direct. I want to say hello to the family of Liberty Bott from England. They say, come on, Lib. So well represented from across the pond for both teams here. We welcome you, and thanks for tuning in.
As you can see, Andrew's having a hard time getting through Broward's defense. They have a great set back of four, then, causing mayhem for our one lonely forward up top for Andrew.
Yeah, where there's been success is where Bernie's been able to put in play into space and split that back four. When you try and go down the middle, they're athletic and they're tall, and they're able to be very good in the air. So even though Sydney Oyberg is a good target forward that can hold play up and lay it off, it is a challenge when you've got those players that can read and come not over top of you, but read the ball and be running towards it, where a forward's trying to hold up play or flick it on for themselves. Here's Bates playing it out. Now comes back in to Bogue, to Kiefer. Kiefer sliding Hoiberg through. Hoiberg just offside. The referee hasn't seen it yet. The flag is up. And so there was offside there.
And that's the exact split we were talking about, how it got laid up straight off the middle up to Hoiberg. And it was a good pass. She was just barely off.
Substitutions here. Not normally able to do a substitution on an offside, but I believe since it was a unusual circumstance, they're letting the substitution. So Horberg comes off, and Carly Hosell coming in up top for Andrew. And there'll be Leah Rapuno we're going to go with. Will be coming in the match for Broward. And Bogue trying to keep that in play. Has her slide pass go off of Bernie. And that'll bring in Leah now into the match. And so now out of the match is Jones for Broward. So some substitutions coming here, about 24:40 to go here in the opening half. Playing it up top. As also in the match for Andrew College is Sydney Oliver. There she is looking for Hosell. Hosell looking for that pace. She's going to pick it up, lays it off for Bogue. And playing it in and off the back of Broward's defenders. Trying to find Oliver. Speedy, athletic, outside player for the Fighting Tigers. And also a dual athlete, softball and soccer. Did it in high school, and unless I think Hades freezes over, she'll be doing both here as well. Throw in taken, looking for her, and one away. Good layoff and combination play here by Broward. And then Tessa Bates wins it, only to have it come back. And Stanley will clip it forward. And taken, and layoff by Hosell was a good one, and now deflected as Broward struggling to get out. And one, and here's Bogue. Bogue stumbling, and good foul call by the referee. And that'll be a free kick top of the box for Andrew College. Danger spot here as Andrew College just outside the 18, we'll call it 22 yards as the crow flies. So 22-18, and it'll be Bogue standing over the ball and driving. Upper 90, free kick goal, Rachel Bogue. 1-0 for Andrew College here on a screamer by Bogue. So that is a 1-0 lead for Andrew College on a goal by Rachel Bogue, her first of the season. And we're going to have a water break here, 22:07. So just like that, Andrew College takes advantage of the situation and gives a 1-0 lead. So we're going to step away for just a moment and be back as soon as this water break is over. You're listening to and watching the Andrew College Digital Network alongside Sadie Springer. This is Rudy Rediger.
And we're back here at Hord Field as I just took a minute water break, and we're about to go back to kickoff where the Tigers just scored a goal.
Great free kick by Rachel Bogue, and during preseason we saw how, and even last year, she can score those goals from distance in the run of play, but deadly on set pieces like that. And just, when you have a keeper of smaller stature, and here's Oliver. Throw in looking for Hosell. I want to say hello to Kyle Hosell, Carly Hosell's father. We know he's watching out there. I want to say hello to Sandy Kuntz, who's watching the Tigers. Her niece from Otter Tail, Minnesota. Hopefully I got that right. Yeah, her niece Sydney Hoiberg, she's watching. So thanks for tuning in. We appreciate all of your fan support, letting us know you're tuning in. Let us know that this is a valuable and important aspect of the experience. And also want to thank Daniel Yibberin for following me and boosting my Twitter followers. Those of you who are really interested in following the Andrew College athletics, make sure you tune in and follow One Fighting Tigers on Twitter. Along with, for the women, it's the Andrew Women's Twitter handle as well. If you want to really follow the men, if that's something you're interested in, it's Andrew MSOC. And all of those Twitters, if you go to AndrewFightingTigers.com, the new website, you can check out the little tab on the right side next to the Digital Network tab, which says Twitter. For every sport, you'll be able to see the Twitter feed as Broward's coming forward here. And it'll be out for a throw-in to Broward. But those Twitter handles and the feeds are live on the AndrewFightingTigers.com website, which just came live this week. Special thanks to the athletic department, Dr. Edith Smith and the board who supported that to bring this special new feature to the athletics and help promote our athletes on. Ball into space here, and Hosell closing, but coming forward to play it and almost giving it up to Hosell was Poncelon. Now on the far side, Rapuno, not to be confused with Rapino. She has that one go out for a goal. It's going to be a corner kick. So Janison going over to take this one. And good spherical retrieval work by Macca Hill. This will be an in-swinging left foot from the far side. And coming forward is Hill, but Mason Hill for Broward from the center back. She's going to make that run to the near post. Danger there. Run. And deflected through. And battle with Bogue is Pontonou. Throw in taken by the substitute Alexis Abraham. And it comes back to her, but it's a foul. Bogue with the foul. So it'll be a Broward throw-in, a Broward free kick.
Ever since Bogue has scored on that penalty kick, you can see the intensity has just gone up for this game. The level, Broward is wanting a goal here, but they're still fighting the same issue as Andrew College is getting through also our defense here.
Yeah, when they had a chance early on, they didn't take advantage when Stanley had a misplay, but Bates and Stanley have played very well, as that one is well high and wasted, and we got a substitution coming on, Ashley Hagenbaugh.
Broward is taking these goals, like 20 yards out and stuff, because they're having a hard time just even splitting through Andrew's defense here. But, they're pretty good shots if they can just get in the back of the net.
want to say hello to the Battle family watching in Manchester, England. Hopefully you go the red side and not the blue side. But supporting Jess Battle and her Broward teammates at Jess_Battle. If any of those Broward people out there want to follow her, it's cleared but not out of danger as that one goes high and wanting over by Steinberg. Want to also hello to say to the Visa Pro Daniel Yibrin watching from Coral Springs. He says, "Go Katarina, go Andrew College, and thanks for the broadcast." Not a problem. It's our pleasure to bring this to you and something that we're very proud of here. As Bernie plays it back to Bates, and here comes Kiefer playing it through, looking for Hosell, and going to be cleared up the line to Bott. Bott cutting inside, covered by Bogue. Bogue looking to send her back. Bogue wins the tackle and plays Kiefer, and well over Yahya Bernie's head. So still 1-0. We're about under 16 minutes to go here in the opening half. So throw in to Andrew College. Big throw in up the line, covered by Cabrera, and Hosell pressuring high up. And that'll be a foul. I want to say hello to Gary Harbinson, saying watching Lady Fighting Tigers, and mom and dad of Coach Harbinson. So I want to thank them for tuning in. And substitutions coming in for both. It will be Alex Wider, and for Andrew College will be Emily Bogus. Here's an update from George Kuna.
Hello guys, we have a few updates from YouTube. We have Susan Rapuano stating the entire Rapuano family is watching. We're so proud of you, Leah Rapuano. We have Chero Martin. Hello, Carly Kallela, number 18. On Chero from Vero Beach, love you. And Susan Rapuano once again stated we have Minnesota, Connecticut, and Florida watching. Leah Rapuano, number 6 for Broward. You have Stacy Kallela saying, "Go Tigers, love you, Carly Kallela." Just send us a message, guys. We'll read it out loud. We'll give you guys a shout out. And once again, thanks for watching us.
Higginball trying to take a shot on goal, just a little bit off though. The Tigers are really wanting this goal though. They are wanting to put more goals in the back of the net. They're just still struggling with the issue though of getting past Broward's defense line.
Throw-in taken and collected by no one, as it'll go out for another throw-in. Now be Andrew College, helped by the fans on the far side there. And played back by Kallela to Stanley. Over to Yibrin. Yibrin cutting outside under pressure, taken away by Bott, and cleared away out of danger. Be taken by Abraham, and that'll be deflected off of Oliver for another throw-in. So about 10 yards in a cloud of dust there if you were playing Big Ten football about 20 years ago. Here's tackled, made, and Hosell and not able to hold that up. Bates loses it, but she's pulled down by Jansen. Stanley will look to play this one and turn and play it up the line by Kiefer. And everybody's favorite, ball into the woods. Yesterday, the men's team actually had to have a delay as all the balls were kicked out of the field of play by Marco Soma. But the men's team for Andrew College upsetting a very strong Patrick Henry team 2-1 yesterday. As the men's team getting off on the winning ways and knocking off a team receiving votes in the preseason poll for at least in the latter, the first time in at least 10 years. Man, that one's given away. Bogue picks it up in space. She's got Bogus out wide, and ball for Bogus is intercepted. Bogue will touch it again, but not able to win it. So we might wonder about some rain in the near future. I'm going to say hello to Judy Harbison as well. She goes, way to go, Rachel. Nice goal. All the way, Tigers. So thanks for the Harbisons tuning in. And that'll be picked up by Haas with ease. Trehu supporting the Admiral bib on the sideline here. Bates will take it, slides it out to Yibberin. Yibberin up the line to Oliver. Oliver looking to turn, stumbles, and plays it off and out for a throw. Yuko Clark says, go Tigers, good luck to Brooke and Savannah. And now a substitution. A throw in taken by Trehu. Up the line, Oliver defending well. And it'll still be Broward with the ball. New hashtag, ball into the woods.
Do want to give another shout out to the fans out there. It is scorching hot here at Hord Complex, but we have our fans out there from the baseball team, softball team, and the men's soccer team out here supporting us today, which is great. I see all the fans and umbrellas coming out, but they are making it through this heat for this game.
The last time I'd used a new hashtag was hashtag soccer's my other woman. The ball in the woods might be the newest one.
It's a pretty interesting saying right there.
Clock winding down to 8 minutes remaining here in the opening half. The only goal in it, a goal by Rachel Bogue from a free kick top of the box. And combination looking for Bogus. And she gets cut by the defender, and that'll come into the middle. Won by Hagenbaugh, now to Yibberin. And looking direct for Hosell, cleared away by Hill, but right back to Hagenbaugh, and now to Bogue. Bogue cutting under pressure, now looking for Oliver. And Oliver will have a little touch go off of her. It'll be a throw in for Trejo. and goes over Oliver into Yibberin. Under pressure, will play it back to Stanley. Now to Yibberin again. Coming forward is the freshman. And her clearance is blocked, and Stanley comes in and wins the ball. Hanging ball back to Haas. Slow roller. Haas comes up and plays it big, and it'll come over Hosel's head, but falls to Kiefer. Kiefer and Oliver look to combine, and it's won back by Broward. But Yibberin steps in and wins it. Touches around and goes down as Trejo was beaten and then fouled Yibberin from behind. And on the foul, we'll see Emily Adcock coming in for Yibberin. She said that something happened on that tackle and she needed to come out. So Adcock in, and ball bounces down. Hosel not able to get on it, and Hagenbaugh beaten as she was looking to have one from distance, but picked up in her own half was Malpica. Malpica still on the ball, cutting it back now, and sliding it in the middle for Bott. Bott back out to Abraham, and now a switched ball is going to go all the way to the byline, but picked up and slipped across where Haas will easily pick it up and toss out to Bogus. Inside to Bogue. Bogue looking to switch and turn. Lots of space here to the near side. Oliver making the run hard. Hosel coming into the side as well, but the ball from Bogue is into the goalkeeper's hands. And it is a winding down towards 5 minutes and under.
It looks like Broward is starting to get a little fatigue here. I don't know if it's due to the heat or not. They're starting to leave gaps, it's looking like, into the midfield here.
Yeah, both teams are getting a little stretched, and Oliver's mistouch there, and Trejo trying to play it, and Hosel blocking it. Both teams look a little off tilt right now. And Kiefer will come off, being replaced by Brooke Clark.
Looks like Andrew's trying to get fresh legs on here because both teams are starting to wind down. The intensity you can see has dropped since probably about 15 minutes or so now. So
yeah, very important time. You don't want to give up a tying goal here if you're Andrew, and if you're Broward, as Hagenbaugh makes a hard tackle, and it will be Andrew College's ball for the throw-in. Throw-in taken by Adcock. Oliver trying to flick it on, but picked up and touch by Bott, but not good enough as it's intercepted by Bates, and she played it back to Haas. And Bogues not able to keep it. Now Bates again. Tall, rangy center back with good technical. Playing the ball up the line for Clark and cutting it back, and she's losing the ball in a tackle. And Colella will play that back up and put Broward back into a little bit of pressure, as this is just becoming a anything you can play, I can play it longer. Bates will have a throw in. And now she'll leave it for Carly Colella. Colella's throw up into the feet of Broward, and Broward with a chance to take advantage, but they'll bring it back through Trejo. And Oliver picks it up, loads of space in front of her. She's going to play it forward to Carly Colella. Colella on the run, goalkeeper, top of the box. Colella's right foot shot is blocked. Yes, thank you.
We do have two Carlys on this team. One of them plays out the back, Carly Colella, and then we have Carly Hosel up top. So as our wonderful Rudy here is getting them mixed up.
I can recognize the sophomore and the freshman, but the last names was not something that was highly used last year. So Hosell with a chance to make it 2-0, and a good effort, but probably could have rounded the keeper there. But needless to say, good pressure from Andrew at late, and Oliver with the foul. So it'll be Andrew defending here with a minute and a half remaining in the first half. Be taken by Mason Hill. Hill driving the ball towards the goalkeeper and called by Haas.
We are now here under a minute until half.
So still 1-0, the goal by Rachel Bogue as Haas's boot comes towards Hosell, but one back by Andrew College. And a good ball there by Emily Adcock. And Hosell's ball will be finally played out with 40 seconds to go here in the half. And throw is taken away again by Mason Hill, who has dominated centrally with 20 seconds to go in the opening half. And lining up and striking, but not enough on that one to trouble the keeper as Hagenbaugh lined one up. And that will do the first half. 1-0 in favor of Andrew College. 15 minutes here for a break alongside Sadie Springer. This is Rudy Radiger, and this is the Andrew College Digital Network. Don't go anywhere. Maybe go get yourself a snack and come back for the second half. We'll be back in just a moment.
want to welcome you back here to Hord Field as we are about to kick off the second half here.
Let me come back and join you. 45 minutes to go, unless there's no craziness and it's overtime. For those new to the NJCA, a couple things we should have mentioned earlier. There's unlimited substitutions for all players every half. And for overtime, it's 2 10-minute sudden victory periods. But if there is a draw after regulation, there is sudden victory 2 10-minute periods if necessary, and after those 2 periods it is just considered a draw. So look for a winner here today. It is 1-0 in favor of Andrew College on a goal by Rachel Bogue, her first of the season. Tomorrow action continues. It'll be the final of the men's trio of games at 11 a.m. when Andrew College takes on Broward's men at 11 a.m. But here we go. Kickoff is taken, and Broward with the ball to start the second half. And now Bernie with the ball, looking to cut inside. Should keep it. And cutting and playing it towards Bernie here on the near side of us. And out for a goal kick. And goal kick taken by Hill, and it's turned over Bernie, and good play there by Colella, and play back to Raquel Haas, and received and played inside to Bates. Bates to Bernie, and now back to Yaya. In towards the middle, and Hoiberg in an offside position. Trying to come forward here. Yibberin will pick it up and will play it out for Woodcock, and Stanley stumbling but will recover and plays that one forward to Woodcock. Woodcock goes down and still battling. Now Yibberin turning away the Broward attack. Will be a throw-in for Broward.
We're going to do a few shout-outs here. One from Steve Crane says, "Go Jess, score for Manchester." Another one from Abring Kuru says, "Come on Jess." Jacob Peak says, "Good job, go Higginbog. Great commentary, guys." And hey Sadie. Hey Jacob. And our last comment is from Tanisha Everett. She says, "Jasmina."
And we have a free kick going in favor of Andrew College. This will be taken by Stanley. Just about 3 minutes into the second half here. 1-0 in favor of Andrew College. Stanley plays it, looking for Hoiberg, and Hoiberg lays it off. Maynard trying to get there, but it's blocked down by the hustle of Rapuanu. I was corrected. So, and I greatly understand that, as you will never guess the spelling of my name, so the name that is pronounced with an A and a Y that does not exist. driving it and picked up easily. And now taken by the Tigers, slipping it out for Woodcock with some space, laying it for the path of Kiefer, and it'll go all the way out and will be a throw in to Andrew College up by the corner flag. Woodcock will take it, looking for Bogue. Bogue in a tussle there, and Steinberg will take it and now loses it to Maynard. Looking for Hoiberg. No.
You can see that Andrew's making great connections in the midfield and finding feet very well, but every time they come up top, they just keep getting running straight into, Broome Park or Broward's my fault. It's defense, and they're trying to find a way to get through. And Hoiberg's just got caught off sides.
Yeah, something she's gonna learn in making the run and not getting caught in an offside position there. That's about 3 or 4 that she's been caught on today, and it's about timing and making those bent runs.
As playing a forward myself, I know I've been caught off sides multiple times, and it's hard to learn that timing and stuff because they're wanting to get you off side so that they can get a kick off of you.
Woodcock picking it up, but then losing it and slipping it, trying to get it past Bates, and Bates there again. Laying it off for Jansen. And now Rapuano. Bernie picking it up in her own half, deep. And Kiefer battling, but losing it, and 2 players go down. That'll be a throw-in for Broward College. So we were having technical difficulties there for a moment if you were getting some feedback. Playing it forward for Hoiberg, and that'll stay in, and they'll be play all the way back to the keeper. And Poncelon drives that one. It's a free ball. Kiefer picks it and gets it to Bogue. Bogue playing it back and almost a giveaway, but Stanley steps up and back to Bogue. Now to Hoiberg, building up play. And here's a ball through into face. And Bates tracking back as Battle picks it up on the edge of the area. Cuts Bates, danger here, and Battle still there. Maynard goes down, Battle with the ball, and it will be a corner kick for Broward, the visitors. That'll be a goal kick. So last year, Bogue with 6 goals and 6 assists on 29 shots. She did score 1 game winner. But Sadie's got another update from our fans.
We have an update for Susan Rapino. Hopefully I pronounced it right. She said thank you for the correction on the last name.
Rapuano.
Rapuano?
Yes.
Oh man, she already messed it up. And then we have another one from Adam Amin that says, come on, Jess Battle. Couldn't be more proud of you right now. And another one from Susan is Rapino, and it says, come on, Leah.
The throw in, headed by Broward and controlled and played forward, where Bates will watch it out for a throw in for the Fighting Tigers. Colella will take the throw and flick on. Those 2 attacking players on those throws are just a little disconnected right now on those layoffs. Stanley playing it for Yibrin. here's Woodcock. Playing it in. Kiefer just off of her leg and out for a goal kick. Good cross and good run, just not able to get the final touch there to put that in the back of the net for a 2-0 lead. With got about 36 minutes to go. The second half has seemed like it's been going on for a while, but we're only 9 minutes in to the second half. Bogue trying to win it as a deflect, and Yibberin will play it forward to Woodcock. Woodcock will play it back, and Yibberin looking over will be collected by the goalkeeper, Poncelon. And here's Bogue trying one from distance, and an ambitious effort would have been about 45 yards. At Tim Body, that's Timothy Bott, says, "Go Lauren Bott from your newly married sister Lauren and hubby Nathan and the boys Tim, Bill, and Ben who are on it." I also want to say hello from Grandma and Grandpa Bott in England to Lauren Bott. So thanks for tuning in all the way across the pond. So throw in taken up by the corner flag, defended by Broward, and then picked up again and played back. Colella now on the ball, out to Bates, and Bates coming forward out of that center back position to be kind of a orchestrator, if you will. Woodcock making that deep run, and she will get there for the cross in and collect it easily by the goalkeeper. So going underscore pro 08 says, "Go Andrew, kick it into the trees." And here comes Broward moving forward, but Yibberin there to head it away into the path of Woodcock. First time looking forward, as the defense is winning a lot of things, but then it's disjointed going forward in the final third for Andrew. And we'll be seeing soon Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Agnes. Yes, she is Swedish born, Australian, so the Evangelista, I believe, is the closest we're going to get. So Agnes getting ready to make her first collegiate appearance for Andrew College, and also returning is Jones for Broward, as that indirect free kick is taken and the header is won, and now bouncing, and Bates will play it back.
We have another shout out from Cheryl Martin. Says, "Grandma and Bob watching Carly Coella and the Andrew Tigers from Lauderdale by the sea. Go Carly."
Subs now coming in, so Agnes will come in, and she'll replace Woodcock, I believe. And coming out is Bott for Broward. Bott with a lot of fan support today. Throw taken by Colella. And now will be a throw into Broward. And we'll get that taken and thrown forward. Intercepted by Andrew, but not the final touch necessary, as Broward will come out of trouble. I want to say hello to Pranay Shaw 87. The Twitter handle say, "Go Fighting Tigers, go." And here they come. Tessa Bates squaring it to Rachel Bogue. Bogue, clipped ball is intercepted by Parentu. And she'll play it up into Battle. And here comes a ball out wide. On the run is Rapawanu. And that ball is out for a goal kick. Hagen ball will come into the match for Andrew College, replacing Elise Maynard. And Haas's goal kick is won strongly by Malpica. And now a diagonal ball looking to get over the top of Yibberin. And running onto it easily is the goalkeeper, Haas. And now here comes Broward right back on the attack, cutting inside. Slide tackle by Yibberin and defended and played forward. And here comes the Australian, Agnes, trying to lay it through, tackle, and blocked. And Hoiberg trying to slide it past the goalkeeper, can't get to it. Bogue is there, touched past the defense, hits one from distance, blocked, and will get it out of trouble is Hill. And that'll be sent out of play by Broward, so it'll be a throw-in taken by the Fighting Tigers, and it'll come right back to the feet of Carly Colella, who cuts around. But Hill there to win it, and here comes the center back racing forward. And Bates stepping in to win that, but trouble here, except the double trouble is offside on Jansen. So Stanley with 28:36 to go here in the match, 1-0 lead in favor of the home team in yellow, Andrew College. Stanley will take the goal kick, or the free kick, excuse me, and driven forward. And Hoiberg on the dribble, looking to slide in. Agnes. So here comes Broward, as Jones lost it, but now picking it up in space. Broward finding space behind in the Andrew defense right now, but Bates will clear it away. And it comes to Kiefer. Kiefer's ball is intercepted by Malpica, and here's Broward still continuing this string of possession. 27-20 remaining here in the match. 1-0 in favor of the home team, as we said. But Andrew struggling a little bit here with the possession. As we're waiting, substitution comes in. Alexis Abraham, sophomore.
We have some more comments again up on our YouTube page. Susa Rapino says, "We love you, Auntie Leah, Anthony, Lewis, Aria, Harper, and Bailey." We also have from Jeff Caron, looking great, Carly Coella from your stepdad. Stephanie Luke says, let's go, Leah. Broward team, we love you. And from Susan Bellucci, she says, nice kick, Raquel. Go Tigers. Love, Mom.
So Stanley will take a free kick. And Bernie's flick will go into the hashtag, kick it in the trees. Carly will play that forward, looking for Hoiberg. Hoiberg is tackled, and now it's a free ball for Bogue. She's going to look to play Bernie into space. And Bernie will foul a Broward player, so it'll be a free kick for the visitors. Colella with a good win from the left back position coming up to send that one right back into the deep, but it will go out for a goal kick for Broward.
We have two more comments, again from Susan Rapino, says, you can do it, Leah. I'm probably saying your last name wrong, and I'm so sorry. And then another comment from Adam Amin that says, come on, Jess, battle. Doing it for Manchester, UK. My best friend always, Laura.
And we've got Alex Wilder that just checked in for Broward here, replacing Jess Battle. So goal kick taken, slipping on it, and Hoselle couldn't get the final touch on that as she's coming to the game for Andrew College, replacing Hoiberg. And tackled by Yibron. And go out for a throw-in for Broward. Good hustle by Isaiah Phillips, spherical retrieval specialist over there. Arkansas special. And Bogue's ball looking for Hoselle is a searching one, but it'll be a free kick way back in the Andrew College half. Will be Andrew College ball. Looking for Hoselle. It's intercepted by Broward, and they're going to try and work it out of their back as Hill has moved forward into the attack. And Wilder. Colella defending that and getting it out of danger. As it's Mason Hill had played center back and just really kept things in order early on. Has moved into midfield to try and get something for this Broward team. But she's not really seen the ball much since she's made this move. Here's Colella cutting in and then trying to play a ball outside with loads of space to the middle. And Hoselle playing a combination, looking for Bernie. And Oliver comes in as we will take a water break here. 21:50 remaining here in the match. We're going to step away and be back in just a moment. This is the Andrew College Digital Network. Next to Sadie Springer, this is Rudy Radiger.
as they're walking back on the field, we'll go back to the comments that we have on YouTube. Susan Rapino says, it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling as a parent to be able to watch your child play college soccer on live stream. Well, we're glad that we can make that opportunity opening for you. Derek Contreras says, looking good, Carly. Put in the work. Love you. Stephen Crane says, Jess, battle score for Laura, Anna, and in the water went over. Yogi Clark says, go Tigers, proud of you, Brooke. We want to say thank you once again for all of our viewers out here. We are so happy that we can take an opportunity like this and film a game to have people who live far away or just couldn't even make it today be able to watch.
Appreciate everybody tuning in, having about 50-some people watching at one time. So now joined by Mark Brown. Mark, welcome.
Thank you, Rudy. Again, we got some great people here at the ACDN, and we have a nice, good, solid crew coming in. We've picked up a couple commentators today, which we unearthed another talent. We got some folks doing some yeoman work on the camera, which is obviously the least fun job that we have to do. And we'll do it again tomorrow. What I wanted to get on for was this, I don't know anything about Twitter or whatever it is that y'all are doing, but I'm just thrilled to death that that y'all are shouting out names, and I do the broadcasting for baseball, but unfortunately I don't do much about Twitter, so we're going to have to resolve that by springtime so that people can check in. I keep listening to the broadcast, and I keep hearing name after name after name, people checking in, all that kind of stuff. So, again, thanks, Rudy, for today. Tomorrow, this Fall Classic has turned out to be quite a show of soccer, quite a show of the ACDN, and we just think as we get better and better and better, this is going to prove to be what we hoped it would be when you and I sat and first started talking about this thing almost a year ago. And so, consequently, we've had our ups and downs and plenty of downs early on, but we've kind of figured it out. And like I said, I just want to say thanks to all y'all. Thanks to all the ACDN people, Eric, Ken, Sam, Marcos, George, Sadie. All y'all have weathered this day today and yesterday. So many thanks from ACDN. Can't
even forget about Emily Bogus, who's in the game.
Absolutely. She was here yesterday. I did not mean to miss her. Daniel Lambert is a new one. Kia Foreman is a new one. They've been working on the headshots, getting those things cleaned up. We got a lot of good things going on. Sadie is obviously the official photographer of the ACDN, and she's done yeoman's work for us. And so, like I said, I'm sure proud to see all the people watching. And again, I want to thank everybody who puts a part of it. And it's just going to get better.
It is. I mean, like when I came in, Mark, we talked about we got a ball, and we've got a Hosel is offside there, but when I came in, and Sadie's back with me, when I came in and we started talking about the stuff we had, and the first herky-jerky, myself doing the broadcasting, doing the camera, doing the production work, and everything else in between, to where we are today with multiple people working and getting things going, and the AndrewFightingTigers.com website coming up with articles and the new fun things. When the men's soccer article went up last night, that when these go online, you'll be able to see box scores and danger here as Haas comes and collects in the nick of time and keeps the score 1-0 in favor of Andrew College here with 20 minutes remaining. But just the detail that's on this new website is fantastic. I've worked at several schools in sports information. Arguably, this is one of the more detail-oriented websites, probably the most, to be really frank. And what we have in capacity and capability with the ACDN, it's only going to get better, and it's student-run. So these people are going to leave as great students, great athletes, and people with skills are going to take them straight into four-year institutions and careers. So that's what we aim for with these kind of things. So I know Sadie's got probably something else brewing on the back burner there with the fans. So
I just have to say, y'all are exploding our YouTube with comments, which is just so great to know there's so many people watching that are interested in our ACDM production. But let me start back with Cheryl Martin says, can't wait to see Andrew Tigers in Melbourne, Florida next weekend. We have Chris Bot that says, come on Liberty Bot, get stuck in, Dad in Maryland. We have Aaron Feist says, keep up the solid play, Lady Tigers from the Andrew College golf team. Aaron Feist, you spelled golf team wrong. Susan Balaj says, I second that and can't wait.
We got a corner kick coming up. So Bernie, corner kick will be an outswinger. Comes in, flicked on, and danger. And Hosell cannot put the finishing touch. As good as Mark Brown calls it, yeoman's work there by several people. And Kalel will come slide that one. Marcos isn't around to see how to do that. So throwing will be taken by Broward. As Broward losing possession, and now Bogue gives it right back to Steinberg. And that'll be right into hands, I believe, of a baseball player or golfer. I'm not sure. Both? Golfer, okay. And looking into the Australians' feet. And it'll be out for a throw-in to Andrew College. Blake Williams coming over with a large fan here for the women's soccer team, and that one is sent up and underneath a vehicle in the parking lot, so it'll be a throw-in. And we get all those comments. We got a break in the action here for about 17 minutes to go in the game. Still 1-0 in favor of Andrew College.
We have a shout out from Great Witherspoon that says, good job, Gabby Trengen. And another comment from Mary Beth Harris that says, go Seahawks, Megan number 18, we love you and thanks for steering the game.
We got an opening on that one of those circuit
So Bates picks it up.
Yeah, just set it here. We'll
And Colella. Here comes Broward. And in behind, but Carly Colella's there, plays it out over to Yibrin, and Yibrin will kick it out, a play into the hands of spherical retrieval specialist Carlos Ramirez. And Bernie with the turn the back deflection. And now into space, easily is Battle. And Jones is fouled. And give a free kick to Broward with 15:50 to go here in the match. Dangerous free kick as Mason Hill comes up. And another Hannah Jansen has looked dangerous in these kind of positions as well. And that's going to be hit towards the goal. And Haas gets a fingertip on it. Battling. Haas can't grab it. And still danger. Spinning. And Bogue clears it out of danger. A throw-in taken by Broward after they had a chance to tie it up, but a save by Haas and a clearance by Bogue and a lot of other effort down there to keep that out of the goal. Deflected and comes in, and Colella will send that back. And collision there with Hill and Agnes. Hill will take it and throws it in and clear it away. Can be another throw in to Broward. Hill taking her time, looks to throw it in. And Malpica's attempted play back to Hill is blocked, and it'll be out for another throw in for Hill. Hill into the path of Steinberg, and now Hill crossing it and past the near post out for a goal kick. Now entering will be Parentanau and replacing Abraham. And also for the Fighting Tigers into the game is Savannah Palmer replacing Agnes. And Kalela. Palmer playing it to Bogue and over to Bernie. Step over and cuts it back. Looking inside and picked up and onside, as now it's a foot race and collected by Haas at the near post with 13 minutes to go, as Broward has been pushing Andrew for the last bit here.
We'll have another shout out from Susan B that says nice save. And Cornelia Javing that says good job, Hannah Jackson. And Emma Strayberg from Helmstead.
Palmer deep into the corner, battle, and it'll be a throw into Andrew College. Taken by Bernie. We'll throw to Bogue, who checked deep in the corner, holding off pressure. Now 4 bodies and 1 ball, and it'll be Andrew ball. Will be a corner kick taken by Bernie, which this will be an in-swinger. Hosell down by the keeper, so Broward brings a player. And this will be back towards the back post. Bates there, but just out of the reach of Tessa Bates. She's looking for her first collegiate goal in what would have been most likely a nail in the coffin of this match.
We have a shout out from Cheryl M that says good job, Carly Coella. And Andreas that says, and Susan B that says nice job, Tigers.
Good tackle by Bogue, and here comes Bernie looking to do some magic, slipping in, looking for Palmer, and the keeper out to collect that. And Yibrin lost the battle there, and here's a breakaway. Haas comes out. Haas with a big save. Second chance, and cleared away by Stanley, as Haas coming up huge here with under 11 minutes to go with another save. The St. Petersburg, Florida native, humongous save there. Now swinging around, ball towards the box, testing these defenders as Oliver's there, but gets turned by Bott, and Bott back out wide. And Oliver blocks it up towards Hosell. Into the path of Palmer, but intercepted. And Hosell comes in with a crushing tackle, bounces the way of Bott, and Bott will play a direct ball towards Haas, who will keep it at her feet. comes the punt. 9 minutes remaining. Ball over Palmer's head as she stumbles. It's picked up by Hagenbaum and over to Yibrin. Yibrin's ball is deflected, but Macaulay Hill, not a goalkeeper, obviously, or a baseball player.
You know, it's crazy to say that we even have viewers from Sweden watching right now, which is crazy.
Good win by Oliver. As our worldwide views continue to grow at Australia. And here's danger, though, breaking through the middle. Haas coming out. And there's the goal for Broward as the match is tied up 1-1 with 8:30 or 8:27 remaining here in the match. So big moment here for Andrew College as Kiefer and Maynard come back in the match along with Hoiberg. And so here we go. Final 8.5 of regulation. The way this game was going, could never be in doubt that this was a possibility here. And coming out to collect is the goalkeeper for Broward. It could be our first overtime match of the weekend. Been very fortunate to have highly regarded teams come in and visit Cuthbert, Georgia from South Carolina, Florida, Georgia on the men's and the women's matches. So season opener for both teams. Right now knotted up at 1 apiece with 7.5 to go in regulation, as this could go to overtime and extra time, however you want to look at it. And here's a shot. Haas there to scoop up and collect. And it's over the heads of everyone and bouncing towards the goalkeeper and played away. Bernie coming, just missing it. Now into space, but Bates is there. Kalela. And here comes a slip ball in between. And shot, and Haas there to collect that one with ease. Picked up by Broward, pressing Andrew College here. Has lots of space in between the midfield and forward. There's kind of 3 big areas in the field right now. Kiefer looking for Hosell. Picked up by Hill. And that's played forward into the path of the goal scorer. I believe it was Rapawano that scored the goal. Ball played in and deflected there. And no Tiger in sight. So here comes Broward back on the attack. Playing in Rapawano. And Stanley slow to get up. So under 5 minutes to go. Referee going over. on Stanley there to see everything seems to be pretty good in order. Maybe just some fatigue there, and looks like English, the UK native, is good to go for the rest of the match. Picked up by Haas.
It seems that Andrew's defense is very fatigued right now, feeling the last 4 minutes of this game hard, and which has given Broward a chance in order to make slots through to their players.
Colella's ball intercepted, and it falls down here for Steinberg, and Broward looks pretty fresh as Stanley plays that, and Bates picks it up, but that's going to be intercepted. And that ball switching the point for Bott, and it's out of play. And now Stanley looks like Stanley's going to have to come out of the match. She waved over so 3:30 to go here in the in regulation as Philip Latimer goes out, the athletic trainer, to check on her. Reminder, tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Andrew College's men will take on the Broward men in the final of 3 matches on the men's side of the Kickoff Classic. And then at 1 o'clock, this Broward women's team will play Darton, who won 8-0 today against Spartanburg Methodist. Andrew will then play Spartanburg, who is ranked 18th in the nation in the preseason poll. So Darton at number 6, Spartanburg at 18, and that will conclude everything tomorrow. All those games will be broadcast here on ACDN. So we got 3:31 to go in regulation. Stanley's coming off and just about ready to get things back underway as Bates and Oliver are looking like to be the center backs. And back in play, and in and out of play, will be back to Andrew College. Kiefer to Yibrin. Yibrin's ball looking for Hoiberg, and Hoiberg can't get a touch on it. Chasing Cabrera, carrying it forward. And Colella to Hoiberg. Hoiberg looks to turn, makes a player. And Broward will see the ball out of play off of Cabrera. Under 3 minutes to go here in regulation. Throw in by Colella. Hosell, as it's Carly to Carly. And they'll play it all the way back to the goalkeeper. And now swinging it out through Trejo. And Haas will come and collect that at the top of the box. And bouncing ball looking for Carly Hosell. Big spaces opening up, and Broward back on the attack. Bates goes down on the tackle. The goal scorer going for a second. And this time, the shot by Rapuano is weak and easy for Haas to collect.
You can see that Rapalano is really wanting this goal, though. She has taken multiple shots on frame today, just desperate for another goal.
She keeps making herself into position as well. And that one's going to roll out for a goal kick. Under 90 seconds to go before we see extra time, overtime, and a golden victory. And now we've got Hagenball coming in the match, replacing Elise Maynard. So after the conclusion of this period, there'll be a 5-minute break. If I'm remembering right, it's a 5-minute break, and then we'll play 10 minutes. If there's no score after 10, game goes to play at another one, which is basically the teams switch ends. But in the 10 minutes of either period, someone scores, the game is over. It is 1-1 right now. Andrew College scored first, and then a goal by Rapawanu late here drew the match level. Chance here late, 13 seconds, ball into the box, and Haas comes to collect 10 seconds. And she's going to play it long for Hosel. It's going to get over, and Hosel with 4 seconds. This game is going to not have a winner yet. We'll go to extra time. So we're going to step away for just a moment, and we'll come back with overtime here in the 2015 Andrew College Kickoff Classic. We'll be back from Hord Field in just a moment.
We want to welcome you back here to Hord Complex as we start our third quarter and first overtime here with the Lady Tigers and the Lady Seahawks.
So today we've had the two biggest margins of victory in our first overtime game. So we saw 7-0 and an 8-0 match, and now we've got a 1-1 going into overtime. Kickoff to Andrew College, again in yellow if you're joining us late. Scored a goal in the first half by Rachel Bogue from outside the 18. Yeah, on a free kick, and then a goal by Leah Rapuanu. And drew the match level, so that's why we're here in overtime. And that one's kicked into the parking lot. At least Jumanji is not growing over by the softball field. Here comes Bot, and long range strike over the bar. What you find out in overtime is teams usually score in the first 2 minutes, or you're going the distance of the period. That is not a proven stat, but that is just from personal experience. And the first one flicked on, and Bots will look to flick it out wide, and Kalela there to clean it up. Throw in taken by Carly Kalela, and Kiefer doesn't get on it. Comes in for the second one. Uncanny turn by Carly Kalela. Put Cindy Hoiberg into position, but Hoiberg not able to get on it, and that'll be played out for a throw-in. Emily Bogus will take it here for Andrew College. Up the line towards Hoiberg. And Bogus will swing it into the middle, and Hagenbaugh's backwards header, she lost track of it. So far side, Yibberin sees it. And it's good to see Hannah Stanley back in. And here's Bernie with space to go. Looking for Kiefer. Kiefer's got space, has trouble getting it. Now she'll play for Bogue. Rachel Bogue, attempted volley is well mishit and goes well wide. Bogus trying to play for Hoiberg. It's gonna go out for a throw to Andrew College, taken by Bogus. Throw in to Hagenbaugh. Back to Bogus. And intercepted. Bogue takes it from distance and just wide of the post. With 6:33 left to go in this first period of overtime, a chance by Rachel to end the match. She had the opening goal, which could have been the game winner, but that would have been, but no questions asked. And Bogus has the ball go to Bots, now into what was the game's goal-scoring tie. Rapuano has the ball go out. Here comes Hoiberg. Has hers turned away. She's got options. Kalela turns. Looking. Now Bogue. Bogue. Long range shot. Goes wide and high. 5.5. remaining here in this period of overtime. Again, if we go into if this ends with no score after this period, we'll have a quick 2-minute turnaround, and then you'll play 10 more. Anybody scores, this game is over once you get into overtime. And Hill will drive that one. Hagen ball with the header, misplay by Kalella. Emily Bogus playing it off of the leg of Jones. So Kalella will take the throw in. And Hoiberg will get that down and try and plays it for, look like Bernie on the far side, but not hard enough. And Yibberin defending well and getting pushed in the back, and will earn a free kick for Andrew. As Carlisle came in and pushing in the back. We'll give a free kick that's now won back by Broward. So 4:14 to go here in overtime, and Hoiberg gives it off to Bogue. Bogue slipping Hoiberg. Hoiberg cuts and in on goal. Hoiberg with a shot and save, deflected and kept in play. No, we're going to have a corner kick. So good choice by Rachel Bogue, who's been shooting from distance. Turned it and slipped Hoiberg in. And Hoiberg with the chance after she cut her defender. So it'll be Yaya Burney with the corner kick in swinger. Looking towards the back post. Bates flicks it up. Flicked again, and it will go out for a goal kick this time. So goal kick taken by Mason Hill here. Drives it and comes right to Emily Bogus, and Bogus put under pressure and quickly looking forward, but Stanley wins the header. Rachel Bogue to Bogus, and Bogus turns away from pressure into some space here. Looking for Bogue, but it comes to Hosel and back to Bogus. Bogus to Hosel, or to Kiefer, Kiefer's ball deflected, bouncing, keeper's there to collect. So 2:25 remaining in this period of overtime. Rachel Bogue winning it, getting to Yaya Burney. Burney swinging in, headed away from by Hill. Bogue cleared off the line and falls down and cleared up in the air. It's going to bounce, but Bates wins the header to keep it in. And now Bates with it, trying to cut the player. Sliding, keeping the ball in this end. And it'll be a throw into Andrew College with under 2 minutes in this period of overtime.
Broward is trying to push Andrew College out of their half, but is having massive issues because Andrew College is just wanting to crash the box and stay within the box in order to get this goal in the back of the net, because they are really wanting this goal, it looks like right now.
Yep, and they just won a corner kick with this pressure. So, it's do or die kind of time with under 90 seconds to go in this period of overtime. And there it is, towards the center of the box, and a good ball there, and just out of the reach of Hoiberg. And we've got subs with about 65 seconds to go here in this period of overtime. Hoiberg right there. First collegiate game for Hoiberg. She's putting herself in a lot of very good positions. The goals are going to start coming for her. So that's the good thing when you think about building in the season. And 40 seconds to go in this period of overtime. And Kiefer picking up the ball, laying it out to Bogue. Bogue trying to turn, and it's cut. She falls down. and players down for Broward. And it's going to come back to Bogue. And we'll have the clock stopped on an injury. And we're going to step away for just a minute. And we'll be back here from the Hord Athletic Complex. Tomorrow, remember that the men's team for Andrew College and Broward both play each other at 11 a.m. here. Today, Broward won a lot easier and a lot larger than you would have ever expected. As the kid came in playing against Patrick Henry, both teams receiving votes in the preseason poll in the NJC national rankings, and Broward, I believe it was a 6-0 victory. So that will be a game tomorrow for Andrew College that will prove to be very difficult. And then following that, it'll be Broward women taking on the Darton women, and Darton won 8-0 over Spartanburg Methodist today, and Spartanburg came in at number 18 in the country. And that number 18 team will play against Andrew College tomorrow, women at 3 o'clock. So that's your final 3 games in this 3-day Kickoff Classic event hosted by Andrew College. Now, with some extra effort, the injured player, Malpica, coming off the field. So we're overtime with 21 seconds to go. Malpica comes out of the match with cramps and needed help from the athletic trainers to get her off the field. So thanks to Philip Latimer and his staff for helping out. So 21 seconds, it'll be a free kick to Broward. And clock winding down and kicked back to Haas. And 4 seconds here remaining in the period. And we'll head to the second period of overtime. We'll have a 2-minute break here, and we'll be back in just a moment. Next to Sadie Springer, I'm Rudy Radiger, and this is the Andrew College Digital Network's broadcast of the 2015 Kickoff Classic.
We want to welcome you back to Hord Field, where we are finishing the last and final overtime portion here.
10 minutes. That's it. If there's no winner here, game goes down as a draw for these two teams to open up the season. But if there is a goal, we'll have a winner. So we don't have to play 10 minutes unless there is no goal. So this is hard when you're playing in a back-to-back kind of situation for these two teams, knowing they have to both play tomorrow at either either 1 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And from a perspective of running the event, or the event being run, I should say, that it's good that the overtime game came now and not at 11 o'clock this morning. But for these two teams, not having 24 hours to recover from the time the match ended to begin with, let alone, and now it's ticking a little bit further on. So Bernie takes the throw in to Yebrin. Ball driven, picked up by Bogue. Over Hagenball and back to Bogue. Bogue turns, under pressure. Will play one to Bernie, and Bernie flicks the header on to Hoiberg. Hoiberg trying to run through, and it's collected by Trejo. And Yebrin under pressure here with Rapuano, who's got the game-tying goal, cutting it in, and Yebrin winning the battle in the long run. A lot of heavy legs out there. Players have played, in some cases, over 90 minutes. You're talking about moving into 110 minutes if this thing goes the distance for players like Tessa Bates and the outside back in Carly Colella. I believe Rachel Bogue may have never come off as well. But Stanley playing it forward for Bogue. Bogue under pressure. We'll give it to Bernie. Bernie plays it forward for Hosell. Picked up and stolen away on the interception by Parentanu. And now turning with space is Battle. Battle's ball forward. It's intercepted, and now Kiefer turning back, playing Bogue. Bogue turning. And playing it over the top will be collected easily by the goalkeeper, who distributes it out to Trejo. And now with lots of space to turn, Steinberg. And here comes the pacey Rapuanu, who's turned away by the defense. Clipped in for Battle. Battle turning and cuts by Stanley to the byline. Crosses it across. Chance, shot, and score with 7:01 remaining in the second period of overtime. That'll conclude this match on a 2-1 victory for Broward, who battled and just got the better of the Fighting Tigers in overtime here. 2-1 the final score. Broward moves to 1-0 on the season. Andrew College falls to 0-1 here, and both teams will be back in action tomorrow. Sadie, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. I'm Sadie Springer signing off.
And for the Andrew College Digital Network, for everyone that helped out on the camera, too many to name. Great job, and thanks to everyone. I'm Rudy Radiger. Until next time, God bless, safe travels.